Smart automation, better business. Learn how to optimize your business with Solved.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the series. This video is part 2 of our Natterbox series, and in this video, I'm going to go over the Natterbox app in Salesforce. I'm going to give you a quick tour of the Natterbox app and give you an idea of where you can go to change specific configurations. We're going to hit 6 tabs in the Natterbox app. The first one is the account home. Then we'll go to the user home, account settings, Natterbox users, phone numbers, and routing policies. Now, there are additional tabs and additional areas in the Natterbox app, but these are going to be the core tabs or areas that you'll go to configure a working telephony system. So without further ado, let's hop in. Welcome to the Natterbox application in Salesforce. Now, to get this view, there are a couple things that need to happen before you see this. Number one is you have to install Natterbox into Salesforce. The second thing is you have to assign the permissions to the users that need to see the application. And third, you need to navigate to it, which is just easily done by hitting the 9 dots up on the left-hand side and then typing in Natterbox. Now, when you type in Natterbox and go to the application, you will land on the home page. The home page is really just a place to put whatever information you want your users to see. So whether that be a dashboard with specific reports to them, key deals like we have in the bottom left, or recent records. But when it comes to Natterbox and actually giving you an overview of what it has to offer, we're going to start at the admin home. So the admin home, think of this as your command center. Up on the right-hand side, you'll see license and subscription information. And if you ever purchase new licenses or subscriptions, you can just reload the subscription and it will pull it in here. Below that, actually down here, you'll get a summary of your assets. This is where you'll see the number of Natterbox users, your phone numbers, devices, groups, and how many routing policies you have. And we'll get into that in a little bit. Up above, you'll see your security system and security section. This is where you're going to go to find scheduled jobs, event logs, and recording access. If you ever need Natterbox support, you can just go to the little help module down here. You can find documentation or you can contact support. So that kind of sums up your admin home. Now, let's go to the next tab, which is the user home. The user home is a personal view for each individual user. It's where a user picks an active device, checks their own availability, and manages their own settings. If someone asks, where do I go to see my own stuff? This is the tab to point them to. The next tab is account settings. Account settings is where the global configuration lives. This is the master control for things like call reporting, permissions management, transcription, caller ID display. You'll notice call reporting settings, like if you're able to have a call and it look up a contact and find a matching contact in Salesforce, this is where you're going to do that. Most of what you set here, it's a set once and leave it alone. When in doubt about a global toggle, start in the account settings. Okay, moving on. Let's go to the Natterbox users. Now, the Natterbox users tab is a list of everyone in the system. This is where you will spend most of your admin time on a day-to-day basis. This is where you will be able to add additional users. You'll be able to manage licenses. You'll be able to deactivate users here. If a new hire happens and you need to add them to the system and they need to be on the phones, this is where it happens. If you want to manage your licenses, you'll click here, deactivate users here. And if you want to see what an individual actually has access to, you can click on that individual and you'll see their individual settings Okay, to phone numbers. Now, phone numbers shows every phone number in your org. These are the phone numbers that you own, that are assigned as DDIs, assigned to users, or are just global numbers. You'll want to come here to assign a number to a user, or hit sync if you've just purchased numbers and they aren't showing up. One important thing to know is a number is either a DDI or used in a routing policy, not both at the same time. Okay, and with that introduction, we go to routing policies. So routing policies is essentially where the magic happens. Each policy is a flow chart of what happens when a call comes in, built from apps like rules, Salesforce queries, call queues, and recording. If you need to change how a call gets handled, who it rings, and when it records, or what happens out of hours, this is where you will go. By default, you will have an outbound calls routing policy, as well as an inbound call routing policy. And just to give you a little insight of what it kind of looks like is you can go ahead and set up your workflow of, hey, when an outbound call happens, when you click a lead to dial it, do we start the recording? Where do we go? Do we check the country code that we are calling? If we do, then we go ahead and assign the correct phone number to make that call. Awesome. So that is the tour. Admin home is for your command center. The user home is for personal settings. The account settings is for global configuration. Natterbox users for licenses and permissions. Phone numbers for number assignments, and routing policies for the call flows. When you're looking for something, start there, and you'll usually find it pretty fast. Okay, in our next videos, we're going to go over how to actually set up routing policies, the permissions for each individual user, and how to actually get you on the phones. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you so much for watching. We can't wait to help you automate your business. Please like, comment, or subscribe for more.